Arguably, one of the most talked about topics among four-wheel drive owners is tyre pressures, particularly when it comes to driving on the beach. Now, we've all got an opinion on what's best. It actually depends on the tyre size, the weight of your vehicle, and the softness of the terrain. And the general rule of thumb is try starting 18 to 20 psi, and if you can't get traction, keep dropping pressure until you do. Because the reality is, no matter how much horsepower and experience you may have, none of it's any good without traction. It ultimately comes down to how much of your tyre actually touches the ground. And by increasing the surface area, we increase the car's ability to effectively float over the soft sand. A lot of people think that dropping our tyre pressure makes the tyre wider, but what it really does is make the tyre longer, so we've got more traction. At normal pressure, we've got about 25 centimetres touching the ground. And by dropping them 20 pounds, there's a noticeable difference. We've let our tyre down to 15 psi, and what that's done is take our contact patch from 25 centimetres out to 39, and that means we've got 50% more area to spread the weight of the vehicle over, so we've got more traction. So we're going to drive on the sand rather than in it. No doubt a gadget like the Easy Deflator comes in handy at times like this. It takes the guesswork out and stops those worries of not knowing what you're dropping them to. Of course, the lower your tyre pressures go, the more risk you have of rolling a tyre off the rim. But sometimes you may have to push the boundaries. Now, anyone with a bit of four-wheel drive experience would know you've got to be much more careful when driving on semi-deflated tyres. To demonstrate what can happen if you don't, I've dropped the tyre to 6 psi. Well, that is the result of driving too fast and turning too sharply, and the tide's coming in. It could have been worse, we could have done both. But not to worry, I'm going to show you how to fix that. It may surprise some, air compressors aren't just for pumping tyres. Something like this twin portable job can also operate tools like your rattle gun and blower thanks to its powerful pumps and 4-litre air tank. And because of this large reservoir of air, it means you can safely reseat a tyre without using those old methods involving dangerous flammable liquids. If you like, you can get on YouTube and watch guys exploding their tyres onto the rim. We don't need to do that. We've got a great air compressor, and importantly, we've got the tank for the whoosh of air. And with an output of 132 litres a minute under load, it doesn't take long for it to do the trick. What the strap does for us is actually push the bead against the rim and help with the seal. And once it starts to seal, your job's done. An air compressor is definitely one of those don't leave home without items. So get into your local ARB store to find out more about their range of vehicle-mounted and portable air compressors. You know what the greatest thing is? You're fully self-contained, you don't have to depend on anybody for help. And the other thing, on the way home, you're not stuck in a great long queue at a service station waiting for air.